Well, right now, San Jose is removing a large encampment by Norman Mineta International Airport.
NBC Bay Area's Bob Redell joins us live from Columbus Park. And Bob, what are you hearing from folks about where they're going to go next?
Well, that is a good question. The city tells us that they did offer the outreach hotline phone number. This was back on August 22nd to offer resources to people who were notified back then that they would have to leave this encampment today. This is an encampment that's near Columbus Park. It's not clear how many people took advantage of that offer. Others might literally move across the street to the right side, where they're still allowed to stay, because the city is only clearing one side of the two streets that border Columbus Park. I know this sounds unusual. I will explain why in a moment. Now, the city's Park and Rec department is driving this morning's cleanup of roughly 30 encampments. Workers with shovels and heavy equipment, they began throwing trash, debris, and what looked like people's belongings that were deemed inoperable, putting those away in a dumpster so people can begin to remove their vehicles and RVs. City says people have driven away 10 vehicles so far this morning, more expected later today. SJPD expected to deal with the unmovable vehicles tomorrow if they remain, that according to the city. Now, the city says only doing, quote, abatement on the east side of the Irene and the north side of Asbury. That's all they're doing on the sides which border 40 acres of land that the city bought with FAA funds. You can hear that airplane going over me as it's getting ready to land in Norman Mineta. That's relevant. The FAA requires the city to keep this land clear since it is under the flight path of Norman Mineta. They don't want campfires or birds attracted to trash to interfere with flights taking off and landing. Yes, the city recognizes that the same problems will exist on the other side of the street, which the city owns without these FAA restrictions. People who live here don't know where they're supposed to go.
You have shelters, yes, but those shelters are overpacked. They're dirty. You have a lot of individuals that are there for like sex crimes, hate crimes, whatever the case may be, and you want to put them next to women, children, and stuff like that. These women and children, they're afraid.
This has been a third world country for years because nobody's done anything here. Nobody.
What do you want them to do?
I want to get safe parking for RVs. We have one RV safe parking. That's at Santa Teresa. Berryessa, the city, Public Works, who else? Dragging their feet on getting the Berryessa RV safe parking open. They've known about these people for years. Get them into some place that is safe.
The city says they don't have the resources.
They have the resources. This is the richest county and city and all over.
In a statement, Mayor Matt Mahan of San Jose said the city has been working urgently to expand safe sleeping and parking and the development of tiny homes, but that just aren't enough for the over 4,500 people they estimate live on the streets of San Jose. Quote, our fundamental responsibility is keeping people safe. That's our highest priority above anything else we work on, including ending homelessness. There are certain cases where an encampment is so unsafe and violating so many laws that we can't wait for our solutions to scale. Now, once these RVs and encampments are removed, the city says they will install new barriers to keep people from coming back to that side of the street behind me. And if the temperatures do hit 88 degrees today, the city says it has agreed to delay the abatement so that people aren't being forced out of their encampments in this hot weather. Reporting live here in San Jose, Bob Redell, NBC Bay Area News.